Hello everyone, Ponylover1989 here, and welcome to another reaction episode. Well, I just got out of the shower and my parents are watching another episode of the Vampire Diaries. It's supposed to be a really good show. For all of you who love vampires, especially Interview with a Vampire or anime TV shows about vampires like Vampire Knight or Rosario plus Vampire or Karen Chibi Vampire, or the already airing anime TV series The Eminence in Shadows, or the 2013 anime Diabolic Lovers. Anyway, enough about my talk of vampires. Do you remember my last reaction to the Nostalgia Critic when he reviews the Power Rangers movie? It has reached 17 views so far, but I haven't gotten to 20, 30, or 50 views yet, but if you haven't seen my reaction to it, check it out. I am now going to be reacting to the 4th episode of the Nostalgia Critic, where he reviews the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live-action movies from the 1990s. Do you remember these movies back in the 90s, and when Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles became a hit in the 1980s? So yeah, here we go in 3, 2, 1, and let's go.
Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic. Remember it so you don't have to.
Teenage Mutant fucking Ninja Turtles. This is the shit. When we were growing up, Ninja Turtles were everywhere. Comic books,
TV show, breakfast cereal.
Pie named after them.
Pie, even video games.
We didn't care. As long as they had the Ninja Turtles on it, we were happy. So when we heard they were actually making a live-action movie based on this phenomenon, we proudly pissed our pants with joy. We shit ourselves with excitement. We vomited up vast amounts of excrement, shit on it, rolled around in it, put it back in our mouths, and proceeded to vomit it up again in roaring anticipation. Okay, maybe only I did that. Bottom line, we were hyped as hell. These movies kicked ass back then, and I'm sure they're gonna kick ass now. Which is to say, I haven't seen these movies in years. But that's why, as a special treat, I'm going to sit down and review the movies with you as you're watching it with me. So, grab your vintage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle box of cookies and enjoy the show.
Cookies?
Just watch the movie. Alright, New York. So far, so good. Actually, I like this opening.
Takes place in New York City.
This could be the opening to Shaft.
In Shaft? I don't think I've seen Shaft.
Who is that?
April O'Neil.
No. Listen, lady, I'm sure you're a fine actress and everything, but you're not April O'Neil. No. This hot honey you see here.
April O'Neil in the cartoons wears a yellow jumpsuit, but
So come on, where's the real April O'Neil? Come on, cough her up.
this is actually her in the live-action movie, played by an actress.
At least we still get to see her in the yellow jumpsuit, right?
Oh, just a raincoat. She wears a jumpsuit in the cartoons. There's differences.
Jumpsuit, raincoat, jumpsuit, raincoat, jumpsuit, raincoat, jumpsuit, raincoat, jumpsuit, raincoat. All I gotta say is the turtles had better be a hell of a lot better.
Leonardo? Michelangelo?
Excuse me one moment.
Geek out mode.
That's incredible! That's exactly what radioactive ninjutsu reptiles in their late teens would look like! I mean, they're unbelievable! I mean, they're phenomenal! I mean, oh my god! I apologize for that. Those costumes are pretty incredible.
They were made by
with Jim Henson.
Jim Henson.
Do you know how much those puppeteers have to squat?
The Jim Henson puppetry shop.
If this movie was done today, chances are they'd probably turn them all into computer-generated images. Bullshit! They set out to rescue April from the evil Foot Clan, who want to destroy her because she's giving evil pajama-wearing psychopaths a bad name. Oh, no, you didn't!
Oh, no, you didn't.
Alright, April's gonna kick some ass.
Where you get that tiny sword?
As you probably guessed, the turtles save April and take her back to their home in the sewers. There she meets the Ninja Turtles' mentor, a giant rat named Splinter. And I have
Splinter.
to admit, saying this all out loud is making me realize just how friggin' weird this movie is.
Where'd they come up with this stuff?
So Splinter explains to April the origin and where they came from. You see, years ago, Splinter was just an ordinary pet rat in Japan. After his master is murdered, Splinter somehow makes it to New York and comes across a canister of ooze and 4 baby turtles. Within a day, both the turtles and Splinter grow in size and even begin to form words.
Pizza. Pizza.
Splinter decides to name them after the famous Renaissance painters, because giant mutated turtles seem to scream of the Renaissance period. It made sense back then. Wondering how much acid she dropped, April decides to help them defeat the Foot and bring order to the city. And on their way, they're helped by a vigilante known as Casey Jones.
Casey Jones.
Cool, despite the fact that he looks like Jason's homosexual Canadian brother. Now, the leader of the Foot Clan is an evil kid
The Shredder.
known as the Shredder, which everyone says is a giant Darth Vader ripoff, but I don't see the resemblance. Okay, it's a ripoff, but you gotta give this guy credit. He
Star Wars ripoff?
Actually, what was the plan again? I don't care how menacing.
Oh, sorry. This is my Diet Dr.
There's no way
Pepper.
you can make punishing turtles sound threatening. I'm sorry, it's just not humanly possible. But, you see, he is using kids and teenagers to fight his battles. If you went up to a hitman and said you wanted them to hunt down some turtles, they'd probably laugh in your face. However, if you get a bunch of stupid kids, stone them off their asses, get dressed up in shiny metal, recruit them to be ninjas, and then ask them to hunt down some turtles? Dude, sign me up! My only problem with this plan is the costumes they're assigned. I mean, I know they're supposed to be ninjas and everything, but those costumes are so tight, I don't even think they can talk.
Muffled noise. Muffled noises are funny, especially in the...
How can nobody recognize them in that? I mean, how stupid do people have to be to not recognize a big turtle in a trench coat?
Look like sort of a big turtle in a trench coat.
The movie comes
Title.
to a thrilling climax at the top of a tall building where the Shredder challenges our
Foidle,
heroes to
how
win on
Bugs
the
Bunny pronounces it.
Being the Ninja Turtles, they get their green asses handed to them.
What point did we lose control here?
But all that changes when Splinter comes into the picture. It's Sensei versus Sensei. Giant
It's
rat
Sensei
giant
versus
cheerleader.
Sensei.
The battle of all battles begins. Here it goes. This is gonna be good.
Oh.
Here it comes.
He just knocked the... He just...
Cartoon character and he trips? What a ripoff! All I gotta say is
He just knocks the Shredder into the garbage bin. The Secret of the Ooze. I haven't seen that movie.
It was made in a laboratory. And that's about it. There's not really any surprises on top of that. Kind of a big letdown. But the turtles are back. And this time around they're, well, more kid-friendly, I guess. After all the parents complained about the violence and swearing in the first film, you know, everything that made it good, the second film tones down the action and the bad language. So instead of using their weapons to fight people, they use stuff like cold food, belts, and yo-yos. You know, stuff you find lying around the house. So now all your kids will know how to turn ordinary household appliances into blunt, badass weapons. Thank you.
Imagination.
And as for the bad language, I don't know. I don't remember too much swearing in the first film.
Ninja kicked the damn rabbit. Damn.
Okay. So every kid was swearing like a bastard after they saw
I guess there was some swearing in the first film.
Fuck that, man. Them niggas around the corner tripped out, man. Where my
Boys in the
man?
Hood.
Where my strap? Fuck that.
Never let Spike Lee direct a children's movie.
Can you believe
So the story centers
Never
around
let
the
Spike
return of
Lee
Sinister
direct a
Shredder.
children's
After doing a
movie.
short ripoff of Tim Burton's Batman, he gets back into action by plotting his revenge against those pop culture spewing reptiles. He steals a canister of ooze from that guy in Titanic and decides to make his own evil mutants. Within seconds, two innocent, harmless animals are transformed into the sinister duo of Bebop and Rocksteady.
Bebop and Rocksteady.
Like I said, Bebop and Rocksteady. Now, the one scene everyone remembers is the fight scene that takes place in the whitest of all rap clubs, led by the whitest of all rappers. You guessed it.
Vanilla Ice?
Gee, it looks like they're
A
pretty
boy band from the popular 1990s?
But wait a minute. I think the ice is feeling something. I think he's conjuring up a rap.
I think he's about to
Ninja
do a
rap.
ninja rap.
Yo, it's the Green
He is! Look at that! A totally unrehearsed yet somehow totally choreographed rap scene entirely made up on the fly. What talent. I gotta tell you, this guy is going places. Like the unemployment line. So the film climaxes
He
as
made
the
Ice
shredder
Ice
turns what's left
Baby.
of the mutated ooze and turns into a mutant himself. Jesus
Ooh.
Christ, look at that. That is a badass villain.
Wow. It's the Super
This is gonna make
Shredder.
For the shitty climax in the last movie. 4 mutant turtles versus 1 giant mutant shredder. This is gonna be good.
And he gets destroyed by debris.
Are you telling me that a regular shredder can survive a 7-story fall and a dump truck crushing him, and yet a super shredder can't survive a bunch of wood falling on him? Bullshit! 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 You know, I'm starting to realize that, these movies aren't quite the masterpieces I remember them to be. I mean, they're weird as hell, they don't make any sense, and they keep pissing me off with their anti-climaxes. But
Wow.
shouldn't give up hope. After all, there is still one last movie left. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
Turtles
Now,
in
now
time.
We've had 2 movies to experiment with and find out what works and what doesn't. I think we can safely assume that this is going to be the best of the bunch. So, sit back and let's enjoy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3.
5 minutes later.
This is the worst thing that no one should ever have to see. It's awful. It's terrible. It's so bad I am forced to make up a word to describe how bad it is. This movie is horrible-fuckus. It's the most horrible-fuckus movie I've ever seen in my entire life.
What a weird way to make up a
Movies aren't
word
the
like that.
masterpieces we remember them to be. But it's best not to look at them as movies, but more as a homework assignment. Make a movie about 4 mutated turtles in their late teens who are named after Renaissance painters, led around by a giant rat, know ninjutsu, eat pizza, dress up like flashers, fight a guy who's named after a cheese grater, and make it plausible. And you know what? With the exception of the last movie, I'd probably give this project an A. Minus, but still an A. I'm a Nostalgia Critic. I remember it, so you don't have to.
Funny way to come up with a name like that. Word like that. Anyway, I gotta say that the third movie. Oh well, the third movie has the 4 turtles, but they're made by. They look like the costumes look like animatronics. I'm assuming. I'm not really sure. I gotta say, this has gotta be the best. This has gotta be the most funniest review, and really nice review I have ever seen. And I sometimes prefer the original. I know I've seen the first live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies. The first live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie from the 90s, but I haven't seen the sequel, nor the third quel. I want to see the 2014 reboot live-action one, though, with one of them is voiced by one of the turtles is voiced by Sean Astin, the actor who voiced Samwise Gamgee from the Lord of the Rings movie trilogy. Yeah, I gotta find that in the action center, in the entertainment center sometime soon, and as soon as I finish watching all those live action Transformers movies. That was my reaction to the Nostalgia Critic reviewing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie trilogy. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like me to react to more episodes like this, comment down below. And also, if you love my reaction, click a thumbs up, give this video a like, share, and don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to notify me by clicking on the bell. Ponylover1989 signing off, and see you all later.